Say, well, Josh, how do you tell how old a manuscript is? How can you date it? There seems to be such a difference in the way people do it. Well, there's 5 or 6 basic methods, you could call it, to examine a manuscript. The first is the type of material that is used. From clay to parchment to papyrus, even how that material was constructed will help to date the manuscript, the material was written on. And then the size of the letter and the forms. You see, as they copied manuscripts, even like today, the size of the letters would change, and the way they formed the letter would change down through history. And by looking at the size and the formation of the letter, it helps you to date a manuscript. Then the punctuation. There's no, supernatural element in the punctuation. There's nothing divine in the punctuation. It was given just letter after letter after letter. And at different times, they would add punctuations, a comma, period, whatever. And in studying the punctuation, you can often tell what age that manuscript was copied. And then the text division. You know, there's nothing divine about how the chapters are divided or the verses. Originally, they just kind of ran together. And then in order to make it easier to read and easier to teach from, down through the years, they divided it up into chapters and then verses. But often, they changed their division of the text down through the years. And so by studying that division, you could tell if more or less close to what year it was copied. And then ornamentation. Have you ever picked up an old book and you open it up and the first page, and often it's the first letter, there's a real fancy piece of art or there's a picture there. And ancient manuscripts, they did the same thing. And by studying the ornamentation of the manuscript, you can often, within a few years, determine when that manuscript was copied. I have a lot of books, a lot of old books all over my house. And one time I looked over, we had an antique cash register with the books lined up next to it. And I saw this book that looked so old. And I tell you, I don't recall ever buying that book. And I opened it up, and it was a handwritten manuscript going back about, it must have been close to 1,000 years. It blew my mind that I even had it, sewn together with thread. And as I started to try to read it, it was in English. At the beginning, there was an ornamentation with using the first letter in an artistic display of it. And that would help to date the manuscript. Then another way is the color of the ink. Over the years, the ink, would start to fade. And as they would study at what position it is in fading, they can often help to date a manuscript. These are just some of the ways that they can tell how old a manuscript is.